everyone, my name is Marie, welcome to my channel, and welcome to another speed build. So, since it is officially October, it's been October for almost a week now, but that's fine. It's officially October. I thought it was time for a spooky build, so that is what I'm sharing with you all today. I actually built something in Forgotten Hollow, which is the world that came with the Vampires game pack, and I kid you not, I think I've only built something here once, and I can't even really remember what it was, but I have this memory in my brain where I think I built something in this world once, but like years ago. And then what I did do for my short lifespan legacy challenge here on YouTube, I did have like a graveyard here. So I went here to like put my Sims to rest, you know, like I have this whole graveyard here, which was fun. But for the rest, I never build in Forgotten Hollow. I don't know why, because I was really enjoying it. In my brain, I thought I didn't like the lighting here, but that's a lie because the lighting is fine. You can see it right now. I set my game to fall because that is appropriate, and I thought it was fun vibes for a build like this as well. So I set my game to fall, and I mean, it's probably also partially my reshade, because my reshade just works really well in this world, I feel like, but I don't know, I really like the lighting here, I like the vibes, and so I decided to do a spooky build in the world of Forgotten Hollow, and that is what we're working on today. And as you can see, by the way, I said my reshade, it's not my reshade, it is a reshade that I'm using by the creator Sims A, it's called Sour. I will put it in the description box because I've been getting some questions. So I'll put it in the description box and I'll try to remember to do that from now on so that it's always there. But it is a very pretty preset and it just works really well here. But yes, I'm building in Forgotten Hollow and this is a spooky house. I didn't really have a set storyline for it. It is on the gallery as a haunted house, so you can play in it as a haunted house, which I think is a lot of fun, but it actually also turned out to be kind of cozy. So it's cozy, spooky, haunted, aesthetically pleasing, but still mostly creepy. That's kind of what I was going for. So I think I succeeded, and I was doing a little bit of terrain paint for this one as well. I don't know why, but I opened up this lot and I was trying to plan out what I was going to build, and then I was like, you know what I want? I want to build a hill and I want like a pond around it. So that's what I did. The lot is not the biggest, but I felt like I made the most of the space that I had. So you can see that I created a little bit of a hill, and there are some staircases going up to the house, and then we have a larger pond on one side and a smaller little pond on the other side. And I just really, really like how the landscaping for this build came together. You can also see that the shape of the house is just like your classic spooky house. It screams Addams Family as well, and then some other people had some more references. Bates Motel, I don't know if anyone's familiar with that, but that is what it looks like. And then the Bates Motel house is inspired by something else that is very famous that I really cannot think of right now. I am not the most, like, I don't ever watch scary movies because I am a weenie. I can't do scary horror movies. It does not work for me. I will cry for months. So I do not do that. So I don't know a lot about these like classic spooky movies, stuff like that, and like these classic spooky buildings. Like, I don't know. I'm not familiar with them. But if you kind of, if you can see what this house is inspired by, please let me know in the comments down below, because I'm not exactly sure. I just heard Addams Family and I heard Bates Motel, which I did watch Bates Motel, by the way, which is very much off topic. But I do remember that show and it was kind of wild. It was really scary, but that is as scary as I will go, I think. I want to say, because much scarier than that is not really something I can do because I will cry. But, you know, it is October and a spooky build is appropriate. So this house doesn't really have a specific storyline to it. However, it does end up having a creepy secret attic. I created this really tiny one-tile room closed off by bookcase doors, and it has a ladder in it that goes up to the attic, and in the attic we have a coffin for a vampire. There is also a creepy vampire crib there for some reason, so I don't know what exactly is going on in the attic, but it looks like there's a vampire and their baby living there, or they used to live there. I'm not exactly sure what happened there. And then for the rest, the house also has a lot of the realm of magic items. So maybe there is a spellcaster living here. Maybe there is a vampire spellcaster crossover family living here. I'm not exactly sure what happened in this house. So you can look at this and you can like play with it as a haunted house, and you can kind of like let your imagination run wild and kind of see what you come up with when it comes to the storyline for this house. One thing I will say, I placed in the entryway, I placed a little table with an urn. Like, it's literally the first thing you see when you walk into the house, because it's literally in the middle of the entryway is a table with an urn. And I'm not exactly sure what that means either, but I feel like it has something to do with the history of this house. And then another thing that we did when I was working on the landscaping and when I was filling up the pond, you'll see that in a little while, I ended up placing a statue, a knocked over statue of Vlad in the pond. So the statue of Vlad is kind of just like there in the pond. It's like knocked over, flat face on a tree trunk situation. So I'm not exactly sure what happened there. Maybe that was an accident, or maybe people were rioting against Vlad and there was a statue. Maybe this is Vlad's original house and there was a statue there that got knocked into the pond. I'm not exactly sure how, but maybe that happened. Maybe there was some magic involved. It doesn't look great. So Vlad's statue ended up in the pond for some reason, and I feel like that also has something to do with the storyline behind this house. So we have an urn in the hallway, we have Vlad in the pond, and we have a creepy vampire attic. So those are three things that kind of like stand out when it comes to this house. So I don't know, maybe you want to try and come up with a storyline to combine those three things. Let me know in the comments if you have any fun storylines in your brain that you think would be fun for this one. But here you can see I'm just working on the landscaping a little bit, and I'm placing a bunch of tree trunks. And here you can see I was pulling out the Vlad statue, and he is going to end up in the pond as well. And then obviously I had to go and place a bunch of gravestones everywhere because that is creepy and really fits the vibe. Building this house was a lot of fun because, for one, I was building it over on stream, which is also always a lot of fun because then we have chat there to kind of like give you ideas, sometimes wacky ideas, sometimes they're just trolling, but for the most part, it's actually really good ideas. And that is also, I think, how we ended up with Vlad in the pond. So that's what happened. And then we have a bunch of gravestones around as well, of course. And these types of builds are always so fun for me because I never do them. This is way out of my comfort zone. Like, I never do spooky, vampire, occult in general isn't really something I build for very often or play with or just like think about because I don't know why, because occults are fun, but in The Sims, I'm like, I'm your classic family, wholesome gameplay, you know, suburban family homes type of a builder. That's my favorite thing about The Sims. And these creepy occult inspired builds aren't something I do a lot because, I don't know, the occults just don't really speak to me for some reason. Not even the wizards, which is crazy because I'm Harry Potter stan. I grew up with Harry Potter and I'm literally still waiting for my Hogwarts letter to get here. It's taking a long time, so I'm not exactly sure what the holdup is. But like, in my brain, I live in the wizarding world, so I don't know exactly what it is that I have against occults in The Sims, but I just don't really enjoy it. It's really strange. But another thing I want to know, like, do you ever play with occults? Are you one of those simmers that loves occults and plays with them all the time and is still waiting for a fairy pack? Or are you like me and are you like a wholesome family, realistic gameplay kind of a person when it comes to The Sims? Because that's definitely me. Except for my 100 baby challenge that I also play over on stream, that is not wholesome. That's chaotic. That is creepy basement filled with urns like chaotic and it's a mess. That being said, if you do enjoy that, this is a little bit of a shameless plug. If you do enjoy that kind of thing, make sure to check out my Twitch channel, which would be twitch.tv/SimmarySims, and you could try and catch us live. I do stream a few times a week, so we usually build, but then we also do 100 baby challenge from time to time as well, which is a lot of fun and a nice change of pace for me because I'm not the biggest game player. But the wacky baby challenge is fun. We are actually just past 80 babies, so we're almost there. I started it, I think, like about a year ago. I think we started it in October last year, if I'm not mistaken. Maybe September, but I think it was October. And I remember being all hopeful because around that time, we actually got the announcement of infants. And I was all very hopeful. I started it right after or just like right before we got that announcement. I'm not exactly sure. But we got that announcement. I was like, okay, this is terrible timing. And I hope I can finish it before infants get released. Well, no. I started it a year ago. So you can kind of guess how that went. It took a little bit, but we're almost there. I think I'm at 83 babies right now, or 82. I'm not exactly sure, but... it's a lot of fun. Oh, also for this house, I decided to place a couple cow plants. I don't know why, but it just, for some reason, I thought it would look really fun to put some cow plants in the front yard. So we have one live cow plant and one dead one. Unfortunately, when I was going to take the screenshots, or actually when I was taking the screenshots, that one cow plant was still alive. But then when I unpaused my game to, you know, just get some footage of the build, that other cow plant died. So basically there's 2 dead cow plants now, but I think the gallery version of this build actually has the one live cow plant and the one dead one. So that's fun. You have a cow plant to take care of if you don't this house. And then you can see that we have moved on to the interior of this build. And actually this build is not that big, really. The house itself, like it looks pretty grand from the outside, but it's also probably because it's on a hill and I'm using the taller, I think it's the medium wall height for the ground floor. So when you look at the house, it kind of looks like a big house, but it's actually really not that big. It's also not the smallest, but like it didn't take me a gazillion years to furnish this, so that was a lot of fun. But it's also because I was just feeling very inspired overall because it was such a different build. So I just had all these crazy ideas and I was just really enjoying it, using all these items that I normally never use, like never ever touch. This couch that I'm using, for example, is a couch from Vampires. I never touched that thing, but it's so pretty. Like I placed it in my build. I was like, oh my God, this is so pretty. And then I combined it with some, funnily enough, horse ranch items. You can see that I have that one chair. That is perfect, the red one, and I have a little end table there. And then I also really wanted to place that old TV from the basement kit because for some reason that TV looks a little bit creepy. Like that looks like one of those TV that when you're just walking through this house, the TV all of a sudden turns on to the like white noise channel, like that sort of a thing. Even though it hasn't worked for years, but all of a sudden like it turns itself on, like that sort of a thing. Like I could see that be a thing with, especially with that little TV. So I had to place it. And then here it's mostly just like a big open floor plan. You can see that we have like the living room and then we have the dining table here by the fireplace as well. And then there's a staircase right there. And then just behind there where you can maybe see or maybe not, like by the staircase is going to be where the kitchen will be. And I really like how the kitchen came out for this one as well. We also have like a little sunroom. I love the sunroom. I also really like how that looks from the outside. For some reason, I don't know why, but I really wanted to include a sunroom in this house. So that's what I did. And I placed that seance table from the paranormal, I was gonna say paranormal activity. I always call that pack paranormal activity, but that's not what it's called. It's just the paranormal stuff pack. I placed the seance table in this, in the little sunroom as well, so you can do that for a skill building, or maybe you can play with a sim that does that for a job. I think that would be a lot of fun as well. And then, yeah, here you can see that little sunroom. I was gonna put a lot of plants in here, but I actually ended up putting a piano. There's still some plants in here, but I actually ended up placing a piano in the corner. The horse ranch stuff, weirdly, really goes with this style because the swatches for a lot of the horse ranch items have that very weathered, older looking wood texture. and it looks really good. Like, it works really well for this style of house that is like old and run down and a little creepy. Like, it really works. I don't know why, but this, all of a sudden in this house, this piano looks really creepy to me. So I had to place it in there. I thought that was a lot of fun. And I just went wild with a lot of plants and stuff because, you know me, I can't just only do scary. I have to make it cozy. It's in my nature, you know, like I have to make it cozy because I can't help myself. So we have a lot of like little plant corners, and we have a little bit of color, but then obviously I also had to go through and place these cobwebs everywhere. And I'm not sure if you are familiar with these cobwebs from I think they're from the vampire pack if I'm not mistaken, but those cobwebs in live mode have real spiders crawling in them, like moving. They're so creepy and I hate them so much. They legit scare me. I am very, very much afraid of spiders in real life. And every time, for example, when I do shell challenges over on Twitch and when I do like shell tours, a lot of people like to prank me and put those stupid little cobwebs in the house. And then I go to tour the build, and then all of a sudden there's like a cobweb with a spider crawling around in it, and I legit like scare, like it's a jump scare for me. It is so scary. I hate those spiders so much. They're so bad. I currently have a big spider, like a huge spider, living outside my living room window. Thankfully, it's on the outside of the window, but it lives there. It's thriving. It has this huge web and it catches all these bugs and it eats the bugs and it's really creepy, but it's living there. So every day I'm confronted with the spider outside my living room window and it's just chilling and I don't like it, but it does fit the vibe of the month. So I think I'll allow him to sit there for the rest of October, but after that I kind of need him to leave. I don't know how I'm going to go about that, because I'm not gonna go near that thing, but it's living there, it's sitting there, so I might have no choice. I'm not exactly sure. But here you can see we have the little kitchen, and I went for the Realm of Magic countertops. Unfortunately, we have no matching overhead cabinets for this one, which was very upsetting to me. I forgot about that. I feel like that should be illegal. If The Sims gives us a new counter set, they have to give us matching overhead cabinets as well, because it is just so infuriating when you're working on a kitchen and you're like, okay, well, now I'm gonna do my overhead cabinets to really finish up this kitchen. And then there are no overhead cabinets to match your kitchen. It's infuriating and upsetting. But thankfully, I found these cabinets from, I think they're either from the Country Kitchen kit, or I think they're from that kit. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Those actually had a similar black wood color, so that actually kind of matched. It isn't perfect, but it doesn't have to be for this house, which is a good thing. So I found those cabinets to match pretty well with the rest of the kitchen, so that is what I went with eventually. And there you can quickly see me place the urn in the hallway. I'm still unsure. Like, let me know what you think the storyline behind the urn in the hallway would be. But there's an urn. We just called him Ernie on stream. I'm not exactly sure what his storyline is, but Ernie, he just chills there. But let me know if you have a storyline idea for me, because I would love to hear about it. This house actually has, I didn't even tell you this in the beginning, but like the house has 2 bedrooms, but if you count the creepy attic for the vampire, it has 4 bedrooms. And actually, no, that's a lie. It has 2 bedrooms, and then counting the attic, it has 3 bedrooms. That's what it is, yes. But one of the bedrooms is a double bedroom, so like for a couple or for a sim by themselves. And then the other bedroom is a 2 single bedroom, so that could be for kids or just for 2 sims in general. And then we also have a little office space here off of the landing area as well that you could obviously also turn into a bedroom if you wanted to. There is more than enough space for that. And then the house ends up having 3 bathrooms. We have one downstairs hall bathroom off of the kitchen that I actually furnished on camera. The other 2 I didn't include in the speed build because they have the exact same well, not the exact same layout, but they have the exact same items in the bathrooms. But I'll obviously show you once we do a little tour of the build. But here you can see, I know it's going to be very infuriating, but there is a bathroom off of this study space or office space that has no door into it, but I fixed it. Like for the gallery version of this build, I fixed it. Thankfully, one of my friends, when I was streaming this, one of my friends actually caught that right on time. Because what I did was I literally copied over the downstairs bathroom into the upstairs bathroom off of the study space because it's the exact same size and like it could have the exact same layout. So I just copied it over, but then it also copied over the door. So we had a little bit of a floating door situation for a second there and no door into that bathroom. But I ended up fixing it. So for the gallery version, if you end up downloading this build, you'll see that the bathroom over there is all functional and fixed. And we have another like hallway bathroom here off of the landing as well. But then here you can see this is that double bed bedroom with the bed from Realm of Magic. And oh my God, that bed is so pretty. I never get to use it because when do you use a bed like that? But look at it. It is so pretty. The glass, like what would you call that? What is the word for that? But like the glass little roof over the bed, for the lack of a better term, like I don't know what to call it. It's so pretty and it's so well made and the texture is just so beautiful and I just really love that bed. I wouldn't be mad if I had a bed like that in real life. I would thrive. Like that's so cozy. Imagine chilling in that bed and reading your little Harry Potter books. Oh my goodness, that is everything I ever wanted. It's amazing. This bedroom is actually pretty small, but it does have its own little fireplace because I really wanted to use this paranormal, I think that's the paranormal fireplace, right? It's either the paranormal one or the one that came with the modern, no, what's it called? The maximalist kit. All these kits, we have so many kits these days that I forget the names, but like, you know, the one, the maximalist with the weird bird statue, that one comes with the fireplace. So it's either that's either from the kit or from the paranormal stuff pack. I'm not exactly sure, but I really liked that fireplace. So I had to use that somewhere and I place it in the bedroom. And then here you can see is the second bedroom with the 2 single beds. And I did place like a stuffed animal in here to kind of let you know that this could potentially be a children's bedroom, but for the rest, there's no toys in there. So if you wanted that to be for a kid, then I suggest you could put like some extra toys in there, whatever suits the sim that you're playing with that is going to live in that room. You could just change it up a little bit. And then here we have the creepy little attic that has probably some kind of a creepy storyline behind it, but it has a coffin for a vampire and then it also has a crib. And I feel like the crib is what makes it really creepy. What is that crib doing there? I have no idea. You tell me. But this is going to be it for the speed build. So let's jump into the game and I'll quickly give you a tour of the house. So here we have the build in the game. As you can see, both my cow plants are now dead. So that's unfortunate, but it is very fitting. It kind of looks good for this house. And we have 2 ponds. So there's a small little pond over here and a bigger one over here, and I'll give you a better look at Vlad. He is just chilling here. He hit his head on this tree trunk and that is it for him. He just lives there now. That is just like the way it is for him. So I'm so sorry, but there you go, buddy. Then for the rest, we have a little bench over here with a creepy llama just chilling and a creepy picnic table over here and a couple more gravestones. The back of the house is really nothing special because there is no like backyard or anything here, but we do have some trees back here and some landscaping, of course, and then some rocks alongside the pond as well. But then over here we have the front porch of the house. I'm not sure where my stair railing went, but it's gone. But it's fine. I guess it looks okay. Out here on the front porch, we have a rocking chair and also an outdoor bin, and then some plants over here. And then when you walk into the house, this is where the fun starts. So in here, when you walk through the front door, this is where we have Ernie just chilling in the hallway. There is a nice couch in here, or a love seat I should say, and then this coat closet over here, and then this is the main area of the house. So it's actually just one big open floor plan. We have a couple of really big bookcases over here. I thought that was just perfect for the vibes of this place. There is a living room seating area over here. There's definitely some people living here because look, it's kind of messy. There's some cups out and some books and all these things. We have lots of candles because that is obviously very fitting for a house like this. There is a nice decorated dining table. It's all decked out for fall. I feel like it's actually kind of wholesome, you know? All these candles, leaves, decorations. There is a fireplace back here with a huge picture of Vlad. So Vlad definitely has something to do with this house. And then there's some weird decorations on the fireplace as well. Over here is the sunroom. So in the sunroom, we have the seance table. We have some plants and some knickknacks. Also, weirdly, money. There's some money involved in this storyline as well, because there is this bag of cash, and then there is also these gold bars on the fireplace, and we also have a piano here in the sunroom. Then over on this side of the house is where we have the kitchen. The kitchen is kind of small, but I really like how it ended up looking. I apologize in advance because I used the Batu pack in here. As you can see, I used this little spice herbs kind of a decoration, and that is from Batu, but it was too perfect. I had to use it. I am so sorry. But in this kitchen, you can see that we have some little knickknacks, and there is also a island area here with lots of plants. I'm not exactly sure what that is, but there's lots of little plants there. And then there is a fridge over here. And off of the kitchen, there is a little bathroom. Then when we go upstairs, we have this beautiful open landing area with a big chandelier hanging. We have the organ over here, the creepy piano, as I like to call it. There is another grandfather clock here, and these bookcases are not sus at all. They're just bookcases. There's definitely not a ladder in that area. Over here is the office space. So we have a desk with a computer or typewriter in here, and then just some Realm of Magic knickknacks. I thought that was very fitting in here. And then I ended up fixing the situation with the bathroom. So there is a door leading into the bathroom off of the office space. Then over here is the main bedroom of the house with the beautiful Realm of Magic bed. I love this thing. I have to use it more often because it's absolutely gorgeous. They have a fireplace in here and then just some little knickknacks, but I didn't have a whole lot of space for clutter in here. Over here is the second bedroom. This one has a bit more of a green theme going on. Obviously also a lot of black, but just like some green wallpaper and a green rug. So this could be for 2 kids or teenagers or whoever you need this bedroom for, really. There is a dresser in here and a mirror as well. And then over here is the hall bathroom. This one has a tub only because I thought it was fitting for some reason, and I really couldn't find a good spot for a shower tub combo. So I was like, you know what, let's just put a tub in here. And then when we walk through the bookcase door, up the creepy ladder, this is where we have the vampire's secret bedroom. I'm sorry for my jumpy camera, it's really annoying, but there is a picture of a creepy lady up here, so maybe that has something to do with the whole thing. There is a coffin up here, and there is a creepy baby bed. I'm not exactly sure what's going on here, but it's kind of sus, you know? But that is actually it for this house. So this spooky haunted house is up on the gallery. It has 3 bedrooms and 3 bathrooms. It's extremely expensive. It comes in at just over 120,000 simoleons. I don't know what that's all about, but it's very expensive. And I built it on a 30 by 30 in the world of Forgotten Hollow. So if you want to place it in your game, then that is where it goes. But that is going to do it for today's video. So I really hope that you enjoyed this one. You can obviously go ahead and download it off the gallery. Like I just showed you, my username on the gallery is Simmary Sims. You can also follow me on Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok if you'd like. My username on there is Simmary Sims as well. If you're not subscribed to my channel already, feel free to do so. And if you want to be notified of every single time I upload a video, just click that little bell icon and you should be fine. I also live stream over on Twitch a few times a week. So if you're interested in that, go ahead and give me a follow over on twitch.tv/Simmary Sims. So I just want to say thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all in my next video. Bye!